Hello, my name is Jeremy Poling, loan originator here at NFM Lending. Today I have the pleasure of Mr. David Pard with Northrop Realty joining us today. David, welcome back, buddy. You haven't been in for a while.
Jeremy, always an honor to be here, and yes, it has been a quick minute.
Yeah, it has. Well, needless to say, right, we're pressing through 2025 at a blistering pace, right?
Hard to believe it's halftime.
It is, right? It's halftime, right? A lot going on in the world. Not only that, but a lot of our financial markets are moving as well. Congratulations on a lot of the success that you've had in and around Frederick County, Montgomery County, Carroll, and Howard. These listings, right? These listings that you're moving are pretty phenomenal. So I was hoping today, is while you're in here, talk a little bit about what you're seeing with the listings that you're acquiring, and are these families looking to downsize? Are they upgrading? Like, what is the current trend that you're seeing? Because I know that you're having a lot of success out there with your listings.
Well, what I'm seeing right now is life.
Right.
Is driving a lot of the changes, for people to move. Health issues have come into play. We got some folks retiring, downsizing. And then sadly, unfortunately, sometimes some folks are changing their marital status. And so that has taken them into the seller's market, maybe a little bit before they were probably planning at some point, anticipate. And in many cases, downsizing seems to be, I just met with some clients last week that they're early stages of downsizing and looking to relocate. Again, kind of sort of following the family. The daughter's looking to buy a house and they're trying to see where that's going to be, and then they want to move a little closer to that area. So, we kind of see that they're all unique. There's not one driver.
It's life, like you said.
It's just life. Yeah. And when I talk to my sellers, I indicate that motivation, is different for everyone. And as a result of that, that motivation is what drives our strategy, or go-to-market strategy for pricing and that type of thing. So we try to tailor, what the situation, would provide the best possible return for that particular client and their situation.
I'm not going to dig too much and have you give away the secret sauce that you're using to acquire these listings and to sell them, but I definitely appreciate you sharing a little bit about that. And I think that you hit it dead on the nail, right? Life happens, and when we see it on the lender side, right, we don't necessarily get as much of the backdrop, right? It's more so just about the numbers. So I've always been curious to know what the current trends are and where the direction of local families are going as far as the downsizing and then upgrade percentages.
Well, we see some people leaving the market. We see some people, not as many people coming into the market with the with the government kind of sort of in the middle of I would say some corrections and downsizing. You don't see quite the influx that we typically do when there's an administration change. Yep. And so so from that aspect of it, it's a little bit more organic activity, if you will. And again, we've got a good bit of our population is reaching that retirement age, and so they're looking to find where that final destination
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and so and we see economic reasons driving some things. Obviously, there's some other states that people find their tax approach a little bit further, a little bit more favorable than, especially as you enter into retirement where you may be facing a more fixed income.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming in today. Thank you for joining us. Contact information for Dave and myself is listed below. Hope to see you guys soon.
Thank you again.